Wait a moment. This isn't a furry visual novel. Hey guys, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming, so if you know me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you into the Let's Play episode of Supernova, Superfang's Path. So let's just jump right into it. Guys, please sit back and enjoy me entertain you for the next 18 minutes, and let's jump right in. Alright, alarm chain, you're up, and let's go. Okay. A message from Superfang. Free Wednesday night? Free Wednesday night? You decide we got this rolling. Wait. 1 second, guys. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess this is where we left off. Yes, what do you have in mind? Think a tour of the city wouldn't go amiss. Vince, I've lived in Nova all my life. Trust me, you haven't seen a city like this. What, gonna take me on a magic carpet ride? Lol. Yes, a whole new world. Fine. Wednesday night it is, then. Great, can't wait. Still panting, I grin after the text exchange. Yeah, alright. Now this is what I'm fucking talking about. Only 2 days to go. This'll be fun. By the time I'm back, Lucas is sprawled out on the couch, laptop on his lap, with a telenovela playing on the screen. He twists his head around as I enter. Yo! Hey! Out on a run? Yep, gonna shower now. Wanna watch this with me after? I glance at the screen. Lucas paused it on the scene of the Mexican wolf heroine seemingly making some impassioned declaration to someone off screen. Sure, why not? Just give me 20 minutes. It takes me about that long to wash off the sweat and dry my fur, and soon enough I'm on the couch next to Lucas. I'm usually not one for watching this stuff, but Lucas is way into it, and he updates me on what's happening often enough that I don't have a hard time following the plotline of the episode. It helps that the narrative is pure nonsense anyway. Wait, the cousin also has amnesia? Yeah, after that car accident. What? No wonder you think the crap I write is good. What's that supposed to mean? Nothing. Okay, one more before I go to sleep. Ha! This early? Yeah, a bit tired after that funeral. And I'm thinking of going to the gym in the morning. Speaking of which, come along with me. Lucas peers at me suspiciously. Uh-oh. Oh god, this might be copyright music. Make sure. I don't feel like playing Wingman right now. Wingman? What are you talking about? He rolls his eyes. Oh, just say it. Who are you trying to hook up with? What? No, I'm not trying to hook up with anyone. Not everything I do is about some guy, asshole. Ha, yeah, right. I just need someone to spot me. And some company if you don't want to come. Just say so. No need to be a jerk about it. Okay, calm down. I'm just teasing. Maybe. I'll come with you. What brought this on, anyway? Do I need a specific reason to want to be healthy? I mean, you already jog plenty. I could stand to be a little stronger, too. Thought you did push-ups or something in the mornings. Huh? How do you even know that? I can hear you grunting. Okay, but how do you know I'm doing push-ups? I realize the mistake I made before the smirk even appears on Lucas's muzzle. Ha! Gotcha! I guess you're doing something else, then. No! Ah! I hate you! No, you don't. We're the bestest of friends. You're the biggest of assholes. Chuckling, he reaches to unpause the telenovela, but I put my paw on his wrist to stop him. Lucas turns to me with a questioning look. If I had been in better shape, I could have done more, you know? Back then. Dude, no! It wouldn't have mattered one bit how much stronger you were, not against someone like that wolf. Maybe not against him, but... You did as much as any normal person could have been expected to do, so stop beating yourself up over it. That being said, if you want to be a swole raccoon, I'm not about to stop you. I had to laugh at that, even though I can't agree with what he said. There was more I could have done to help Templar, that is. Maybe if I had, he'd still be alive, and I wouldn't be wearing this bracelet. As Lucas unpauses the video and relaxes into his seat, I'm left staring at the screen, barely paying any attention to the subtitles. I could have drawn that wolf's attention to myself much earlier, giving Templar an opening, or made that hit with the piece of rebar actually count for something. Any number of things I could have done instead of cowering somewhere out of sight. Nick? Yeah? Sorry, I think I'm just too tired. I'm gonna head to bed. Finish without me? Alright. Good night. Good night. Gym at 10? Sure. With a wave of my paw, I head into my room. Lucas is right about one thing. There's no point beating myself up over what happened. All I can do now is make sure I do better next time. Whatever training I get with Vince and the other Sentinels is sure to help with that. I let that thought lull me to sleep. Oop. Oh, alright. It's been a while since I last came to the college gym. I made one attempt at it back in freshman year before having to give up due to the part-time job I had back then. In the end, I had to settle for those short exercise routines in my room that Lucas teased me about yesterday, as well as jogging daily. Lucas stands beside me as I examine the room, trying to decide what I want to tackle first. You got a workout plan? Nope, I didn't think about that. Too distracted with thoughts of whichever jock here you're trying to... I elbow him in the ribs and push him toward the far end of the room. Don't make me drop a barbell on you. Alright, I'll do arms today. I pick up a pair of dumbbells from the rack, decide they're too light, and replace them with another pair. You didn't need me to spot you for an arms workout, dude. Company too, remember? He shrugs and picks up heavier dumbbells, stands in front of the mirrored wall and starts doing curls. His biceps bulge every time he lifts the weights. I follow suit. Ever regret giving up lacrosse? Lucas grunts as he puts down the dumbbells as he rests between sets. Not really. I wasn't good enough to land a scholarship. It was mostly for fun back then. If you want to see me in action more, you should come play volleyball with us much more often. No promises. I might be busier than usual after spring break. How come? I might be getting an internship soon. Oh, cool. Where? A small publishing firm, nothing major. I hope you get it. Yeah, thanks. We get back to the workout. I feel a bit guilty lying like that, but the less Lucas knows, the better. After about an hour or so and several more arm exercises, I feel fatigued enough that I can call the workout complete. Lucas parts ways with me after we both shower, saying that he's going to study with a couple course mates. I head back to the dorm, trying to motivate myself to get ready for the econ exam I have scheduled for Thursday. Failing at that, I instead lock the door again, close the blinds, and continue doing what I started yesterday. Zoop! If I'm going to use this power I have now, I need plenty of practice. The first step is to figure out how to maintain my balance while flying. I do surprisingly well at that once I start floating up to touch the ceiling, then back down to the floor. It's fun enough to do that I only notice how tired I'm getting, and how much time has passed when Lucas pings me for lunch. Soon I'm comfortable staying in place midair, with no fear of tilting over and hitting the floor with my head. It's so exhilarating that my friends notice my good mood at the dining hall. I brush it off as being happy to be almost done with midterms. In truth, though, I'm all but vibrating with excitement and anticipation of tomorrow's rendezvous with Superfang. Okay. I squeeze in a tiny bit of studying in the morning, but as soon as I feel my focus wavering, I go back to armor shenanigans. By the time I get the message from Vince with the time and location for our meeting, I've discovered that I can make the helmet disappear while leaving the rest of the armor in place. There are likely tons of tricks to the bracelet and what it does, but despite some progress, I feel pretty lost. I wouldn't be surprised if I have to bite the bullet and ask Daniel sometime, assuming he'll even talk to me. That comes later, though. The day flies by quickly. As darkness falls, I head out to take the subway downtown. Vince said to meet up at a fairly busy place, which I find a little surprising. Whatever kind of tour of the city he has planned, I assume we would want to be inconspicuous. But where are you going out at night? There are office buildings all around me, and the street is still pretty full. And apart from the corner I'm at, which features a closed shop and an entrance to a dead end, I peer into the dark alley with suspicion, unsure if it's the right place. After double-checking on my phone, I shrug and stand by the wall, waiting for the tiger to appear. I imagine we'll go somewhere else from here, although if he was going to pick me up with his car, he could have just done so near my dorm. The clinic he works part-time at isn't close to here anymore, either. Alright. I've barely enough time to open the browser on my phone again when I see Vince turn the corner, jogging in my direction. He waves as soon as he sees me, and I wave back while putting the phone back in my pocket. Yo, how's it going? Hey, Vince, slow down a little, you don't need to run. Grinning, he scans the street, then winks and walks past me with his typical bouncy steps, straight into the alleyway. I follow him, not quite sure where he's going. The place gives me the creeps. It doesn't even go that far, about 20 yards or so before hitting a dead end. But I can feel shivers running down my spine as we retreat from the bright lights. You know, normally if invited to a place like this, I'd expect either to be shanked or asked to perform a, special favor. Vince, who's standing at the end of the alley now, gives me a confused look, then laughs. Oh gosh, no! Sorry, I thought it'd be more fun to show you instead of just explaining. Here, look! He's pointing at a spot right next to the dumpster. My vision is good enough to see It's good enough in dim lighting that I notice an odd-looking panel there. In any other circumstances, I'd assume it was just a stain on the wall if I even bothered with a second glance. But I see now what he's talking about. Seeing realization dawn on my face, Vince smiles wider and presses his paw to it. At first nothing happens, but then the panel flashes and the concrete underneath moves to reveal a short staircase. Whoa! Neat! Yep, go on in! He urges me forward. A heavy metal door greets me at the bottom of the stairs. Its edge is lit with a faint blue light. Noticing another panel on the wall next to it, I press it. The door swings open and I emerge into what seems like a tiny sentinel's hideout. Vince is right behind me, and as he goes through the door, I see the concrete slide shut at the top of the stairs. Figured you need to know all about the safe houses. They come in very handy. Yeah, it's cool. Couldn't have chosen a better place to hide it, too. That alley is fucking creepy. Oh, yeah, sorry. I think that's because of that device Lila installed. It plays this inaudible, low-frequency sound, but makes most species feel uncomfortable, so they stay away. Huh, who's Lila? Right, you haven't met yet. I'll introduce you guys. It's Copycat. Wait, what? I thought Copycat died in that fight against, who was it, Doombeast? Nah, she faked it. Wanted to retire. But she still helps us out a lot, and she's really cool. Copycat was a co-founder of the Sentinels, along with Templar and Unbound, but everyone thought she died about 7 years ago. Wasn't expecting to hear that she's still around. Something clicks in my head. Was she the cat you were talking to outside the cemetery? Yep, want to introduce you to, actually, but then the Baron snatched you to speak with Greg, and I guess it also wasn't the best time. I look forward to meeting her. Yeah, soon. Nodding at him with a smile, I give the safe house a closer look. Can I assist you, Templar? Gil's voice makes me jump. Jesus, Gil! Wasn't expecting you here. Gil doesn't respond to that, while Vince lets out a quiet chuckle. Gil's everywhere we go! I have no physical presence at this facility, Superfang. Oh, you know what I mean! Vince crosses the room and presses some glowing buttons on the wall there. A thin, tall shelf slides out with a hiss, revealing Superfang's costume. Usually I wear it under my shirts, but I'm more careful when I have to be at the clinic. He leans down to untie the shoelaces on his sneakers, and takes them off before starting to unbuckle his belt. I blink in confusion before realizing he's wearing the bottom half of his costume underneath. So will we be going out there after all? Ask as Vince starts unbuttoning his shirt. Of course! I promised you a tour of the city, didn't I? We just need the right vantage point. He winks at as the shirt comes off. Oh, fuck! That's quite a view. Yeah, Halo thumbnail. Excuse me. Funny how his tight-fitting costume leaves little to the imagination, yet seeing him without it still makes such a difference. I've never been one to refuse some eye candy. It's pretty much the only reason I ever go to the beach. So don't mind if I do. What if you need to change on short notice? Do you, find another alleyway or an empty bathroom? Yeah, sometimes I have to. I try to put my regular stuff in my backpack if that happens. And it's just a matter of remembering where I hid it. You're lucky you don't have to worry about that stuff. True. Well, except for the shoes. I don't think the armor adjusts around my clothing, so I can't be wearing anything too bulky. Make sure to hide them well, then. At least this costume is nice and compact when it's in my bag. The very first one I had was like a dang parachute, since I needed to grow it into when transforming. I snicker as I imagine Vince pushing his head through an oversized piece of cloth. You know, you could have just gone shirtless. Believe it or not, I did it the first few times before I stitched the outfit together. Oh, Vince. I have absolutely no trouble believing that. He's not exactly shy about his body, not that I'm complaining. Wait, so I've been wondering, how does the costume even survive when you grow? It's real stretchy. Here, try. He holds up the costume for me. I give it a good pull. The spandex stretches easily without losing its tightness. Did Copycat make this too? Yep. And everyone else's? The Baron makes his own equipment, but with everyone else, yeah, she's had a hand in all of them. She's a genius, man. I can tell. Awesome. Vince pulls the shirt over his head, folds his casual clothes, and puts them into his messenger bag before fishing out his mask. Has she added any special features to it besides accommodating your varying size? No, I don't think so. So you could go shirtless without losing out on anything. Well, I like wearing my logo. I laugh at how earnest he sounds, and after a moment, Vince joins in. All right, fair enough. I'm curious how your logo ended up on others' costumes, though. Oh, that! The tiger scratches the back of his head, still smiling. Don't know. Nisus and Bear didn't bother with their own logos, so I thought it'd be neat if they had something, and I guess they decided to indulge me. You know, team spirit and such. So I'm not the only one who finds his earnest attitude adorable. Even the Baron. Well, enough about me, though. Did you want to try suiting up now, or when we're outside? I look up, cognizant of the fact that Gil is listening to all this, then lean in a bit closer. Actually, I have a pretty good handle on it by now. I may have practiced a little on my own. Despite my expectations to the contrary, Vince continues grinning. Ha! Couldn't resist, huh? I get it. It's exciting. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Hold on, let me show you. Mimicking his earlier actions, I throw off my shoes. Then, winking at the tiger, I raise my arm, concentrate, and let the armor form around me. Zoop! Its soft glow suffuses the dimly lit room, lending it a pleasant quality that wasn't there before. Vince's eyes widen as it finishes covering my body. He's giving my helmet a surprised look. Whoa, it looks pretty different. Really good, though. I like it, but I thought you said the armor wouldn't adjust. Oh, well, it was already like this the first time. It's been the same every time ever since. Hey, I think it's awesome. It's kind of intimidating, but in a good way. Makes the criminals quiver. My chuckling reverberates inside the helmet. Alright, he took this even better than I expected. Can't imagine the Baron would be thrilled with this development. Nisus, I'm not sure. Probably not a fan either. Practice anything else? Obviously, I couldn't just summon the armor and not try flying, right? I imagine. How did it go? Instead of a response, I let gravity fall away, and I float up several inches, where I remain, arms crossed at my chest. I'm sure I look very cool right now. Or really goofy. Either is fine if I'm around Vince. Nice! I drop to the floor with a clang. Guess that saves me the trouble of carrying you to the rooftops. What? Were you gonna carry me in your arms? Well, under my arm, to be precise, like last time. Never mind. Like last time. Yeah. Anyway, let me show off a bit, too, before we head out. Think this will be the first time you see the real Superfang up close, right? Yep. Grinning, Vince closes his eyes. Abruptly, his muscles bulge, as if he's straining every muscle in his body at once, even though he's standing perfectly still. There's an odd sort of squelching sound that makes me a bit nauseous as his body starts expanding. His limbs elongate and grow thicker, while his blonde hair retreats to give way to a wild growth of fur, and two enormous fangs descend from his upper lip. Whoa! Yep, he's a big dude. The transformation is very quick, however, quicker than the time it takes me to summon the armor. Now I've seen Superfang like this before in pics or videos, but standing next to him is a whole different experience. Isn't it painful? It is, but don't worry, I've grown accustomed to it. Nothing I can't easily handle. He towers over me, 7 feet in height, if not more, and almost twice as wide as his normal self. Were I seeing this monstrous form as a shadowy silhouette somewhere in the dark, I'd be terrified. But I'm looking at his smiling face right now, and it's not even remotely intimidating. He just looks too endearing. Well, what do you think? You look very cute. What? I nod my head, grinning. No, come on, look, I'm huge. Look at these fangs. He taps them with 2 clawed fingers to emphasize his point, but I continue smiling. Nah, sorry, Fang. They look adorable, and I just want to pet your fluffy head. Letting his arms fall by his sides, he stares at me with a bemused expression. At that, I can't restrain my laughter. Alright, how about this? If I was a criminal, I'd be trembling from head to toe right now. The tiger narrows his eyes in suspicion, then nods and smiles back at me. Good! Alright, let's do this. You ready? Yep! Kill! Is the coast clear? Alright, guys. I'm gonna pause it. It seems like a good place to pause it. Wow, we got some cool visuals in this episode. Nice sprite work. And, oh man, he's hot. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, leave a super thanks or a tip if you can. It always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!